As you can see, we use vinyl fabric buildings. And the reason for that is the warm, moist environment inside is very corrosive. So that we use these big aluminum structures with vinyl siding on them as the best containment buildings for composting. Well, when you're inside the composting building, when you're inside the tipping building, you have odors because you've got material that's garbage and you've got a cooking process. But no one wants to smell that around here, that's for sure. So what we do is we also use a natural process for odor elimination. And what we have here is called a biofilter or a soil filter. And it's simply a mixture of wood chips and compost in a specified blend over a series of pipes that are fed by those big blowers that we saw inside the building, pulling all the air out of the building. It pulls all the air out of the building and it brings it in here, and then it distributes it evenly underneath this bed. And this bed is designed thickness and size so that it has a capture of, say, 20 seconds, 30 seconds of the air coming up. And there are microbes living on the wood, on the compost, and they're odor eaters. So they grab that odor molecule and they eliminate it by consuming it in this process. So that this is a natural odor filter that is extraordinarily effective. Now, this is tested by the state on a regular basis, where they capture the air from the fan up there and they measure it to make sure that we're achieving the high elimination of odors. And it's something like 96% reduction of odors using this process. And you can tell it works because it smells like the forest floor after a rain in here. It smells good. This is the fine screen compost. This is the material that we saw in the receiving building that was loaded into the digester, where it was for 3 days. Then it was screened, and then it was on the air floor inside that building for another 6 weeks, and then it was screened again. And basically what you have is beautiful, dark, rich, organic compost. This is probably 40 to 50% organic, high in carbon because we're preserving carbon in the soil, and this makes things grow. It retains water and is life itself. Now, what we have here is we have compost, same from that facility, but we've also mixed it in with a little bit of yard waste, and it still will be screened to make the finished product. And it's the same as this, but this has been screened one more time. I got you. Because screening is important, that we have a uniform, finely screened material that everybody wants.
Now, what is that worth? What kind of money are we talking for something like that?
Well,
we charge $35 a ton. Okay. Roughly, it is 2 yards in a ton.
So that would be $17.50 a cubic yard. And that's a very, very good price, because otherwise organic material would have to come from mainland on a boat over to the island, where that recovered resource is right here. So it's priced accordingly, much cheaper.
And you say, now how do you know the chemical compound? You said you do tests and things like that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there are random grab samples taken and sent to an independent laboratory, and there's a series of tests that have been mandated by the state of Massachusetts so that this meets residential soil standards. And there's hundreds of compounds that are being tested for. Nothing comes up. I mean, it's clean organic material. This is our premium blended topsoil. And topsoil is a blend of sand, clean sand, and compost, so that it has an organic percentage of perhaps 10% to 15%, which is very, very good for rich topsoil. And it's also been screened. And again, is a wonderful product.
Can people come out here and get it?
They can go out front and get it because it's accessible at the front gate there. There's both the topsoil and the compost we give to any homeowner that wants to get it.
And that's free?
That's free.
Okay.